Welcome back. Now, we don't know if Albanese is going to actually meet Donald Trump face-to-face at next week's G7 talks, but if it does happen, it's going to be tense. We have his stubborn refusal to boost defence spending, his government's sanctioning of 2 Israeli ministers, and now the White House launching a review into AUKUS commitments, all hanging over a talk with our most important ally. Joining me now is Sky News contributor Tina McQueen and New South Wales Independent MLC Tania Mihailuk. Thank you for joining me, ladies.
Pleasure.
Good to see you.
Now, Tania, Albanese must be dreading a reception like what Zelensky and the South African president received. I mean, those did not go well. And we know Donald Trump does not hold back when speaking to people he doesn't think are giving him what he wants.
Yeah, I think Albanese should start with dropping the bravado. He really has to consider this trip, the G7 trip, not as an opportunity for photo ops with, hats and AUKUS hats and handing out koala toys. He needs to see this as a rescue mission. This is about rescuing AUKUS and about ensuring that our relationship remains strong with the US. Our defence pact with the US is sacrosanct. And the blasé attitude that Albanese and his governors had, particularly in recent months, has rightly, I think, left President Trump and his administration with no choice but to review whether AUKUS should be continued. And we know, for Australia's sake, that we need AUKUS. We need it for our national security. It is in the Indo-Pacific. It is absolutely essential that we continue to have a strong relationship with the US. And I think number one thing that Albanese needs to do is just drop the arrogance, drop the bravado, understand that this is a rescue mission on his part to ensure that we continue to have a strong pact with the US.
Tina, how do you think that's going to go? Can he drop the arrogance and bravado? I think in the face of someone like Donald Trump, such a big personality and ego, I don't know if he'll be able to keep it up.
No, he can't compete with that. He's also going to have to change his attitude on Israel. Donald Trump will be watching that very closely, and every step Albanese and Wong has taken has been the wrong step. So, look, I don't even know if Trump will meet him. I mean, there's a lot going on, so we'll just have to wait and see if he even spares him a few minutes of his time. But I think he'll be geared up, ready to go, and give him a very big lecture on defence spending.
Well, I dare say he does probably have a few things on his mind at the moment and on his plate. Now, who could have seen this coming? The Sydney Theatre Company has seen donations drop since their actors engaged in a stupid pro-Palestine stunt on the stage. Tania, honestly, anyone could have seen this coming, I think. Jewish donors made up such a large part of their revenue, and then their actors went and just completely abandon them.
Absolutely, and I think we've said this before, go woke, go broke, and that's exactly what's happening to the Sydney Theatre Company. It is now experiencing a loss of income and a loss of donations. 25% is a big hit. It doesn't matter how they try to argue the case. That is a huge hit. It's telling everybody out there that they had some wonderful donors that were deeply offended and have rightly removed their philanthropy from this particular cause. This is what happens when you have entitled actors and people with nothing much to do who think that they can jump up and down on any type of level of activism and not realising there are consequences. And in this case, there's been some very serious consequences.
Yeah, no production's going to save them. They're really damaged goods at this point. It was such a disgusting act what they put on. I mean, leave politics out of people who enjoy out of the theatre, where people just want to go as an escape from the world, not to be thrown into the thick of it. It's ridiculous. It's going to take them a long time to recover.
Well, the art scene here is just so captured by these sorts of far left Marxist ideologies that it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of it reacts to what's happened to the STC.